Hello, everyone, and namaste. I am sitting in front of a window this morning because this seems to be the spot that has the best lighting right now. As you've seen in my other videos, I keep moving myself around in this room, and the reason why I do that is so that I can find the location that has the best lighting for me to record the videos that I share with you. As you know, or maybe you don't know, that I am a one-woman show and it's just me and my laptop, inspired to connect with you through videos to support all of us on this journey of more enlightened and conscious living. So here I am this morning. The weather is very cloudy outside with slight rain, and so in front of this window is the spot that seems to have the best lighting this morning. The intention of this video is to share with you more information regarding the April 1st changes. As I understand, change can oftentimes be very difficult. So I first, with this video, to share information and also to invite you to this Saturday, the 12th of March at 10 a.m. to sit down with me and some of our teachers so that we can have a dialogue, answer questions, answer concerns, fill in the gaps, figure out strategies as to how to best support you on this journey of change. Like I said, I am very aware that in change, it can be very difficult. And part of the reason why change can be difficult is because there may be uncertainties involved. It's a change in the way how that's different than how you've been operating. And so there's a level of discomfort with it. There are doubts that may show up as to whether the new way will work for you or not. And so all those things are understandable. We all, each, as practitioners of yoga, can also impact our reality by shifting the perspective that we have in our minds with regards to change. Change can also be something wonderful, something that allows us to experience new things that we may not be exposed to if we keep things just the same. It may be an opportunity for us to expand our awareness and consciousness of understanding who we are, moving through change, and growing as a result of that. So there is a lot of opportunities to expand with change. Having said that, also honoring and supporting you where you may be on this journey with regards to the changes coming April 1st. So first, information through this video to give you support, information, more clarity as to what's coming, and also inviting you to come this Saturday, the 12th of March at 10 a.m. to sit down so that we can work through any challenges, any difficulties together. I truly believe that there is no challenge that is not figure outable. That's not my term, it's a term that Marie Forleo uses. Everything is figure outable as long as we're willing to show up, to communicate, and to open the space for the best possible solution. If you're not able to come to Saturday's meeting, my door is open. I am happy to sit down with you one-on-one to answer whatever questions that you may feel you need answered so that you can feel comfortable with regards to the April 1st changes, okay? And if you don't have any questions about the April 1st changes and you want to come on Saturday so that we have a chance to connect, to share, if you have questions that you want to ask about your personal yoga practice or what I've been up to, because I haven't been in the studio space much this year. I'm aware of that as I have been engaged in some other projects that I feel really excited about, and with the days to come, looking forward to having the opportunity to connect with you and share with you about. That skeleton back there, that's part of some of the new things that are that have been happening, and that is CERR, by the way, CERR, which is a method of yoga that I have been able to integrate and put together that will be coming out very soon to share with you more on that in later videos. So, moving on with what is coming up in April. I want to share with you some of the intentions first as to why we're moving to this model. Um, Honor some of the challenges that may be coming up for you, as well as to share with you some strategies as to how to work through some of those challenges that you may be experiencing. So first, one of the intention for the move to the open contribution model in April is so that we can support everyone in our community to enjoy the amazing benefits of yoga and meditation. So, in that intention, we certainly do not want to make our current students feel uncomfortable or feel alienated because the change represents something that you're not comfortable with. And so, please share with me whatever angst you may be feeling as a result of this change so that we can work it out so that you can feel comfortable continuing to show up and allowing all of us to support each other on this practice together in community. So if it's funds that are showing up as something that feels uncomfortable for you, there are solutions to that. And because the intent of this is to support everyone to practice yoga, regardless of their financial situation, we want you to continue to come regardless of what it is you're able to put in the contribution basket. As you know, when we show up and there's a great number of students practicing together, that energy is wonderful and that energy is priceless. For you as the student, for the teacher who's showing up to share the experience of yoga with you, and for the energy in the space that holds all of us together. And so having your presence at a lower dollar amount is so much more important than not having your presence at all, which is the true intent of this switch, or one of the intents of this switch is to support everyone in the practice of yoga and not let money be a factor in terms of our ability to grow and expand on this journey together. The second intent of this is to support teachers in having a control over their own livelihood. And so the switch, I believe, will allow teachers to be able to earn so much more than what, Agame is currently able to pay to them. And yes, in change, there may be shifts. Life is, an ebb and flow. But I think overall, just like, they teach in investments, even though there are dips and highs with investment, overall, the pattern is an incremental and upward growth. And I believe this change will allow that to support all the teachers to truly have control and be empowered to share and grow in their practice and to be rewarded financially for what they've committed to. So those are two of the intentions for the change showing up in April. There have been other yoga studios around the country who are very successful in supporting their community with the open contribution model and very successful in supporting their teachers with the open contribution model as well. I know that we are the first in our community following this model, and being the first, sometimes it can be the hardest, but that doesn't mean that it's not relevant or important to make the change, even though it is difficult. I've heard that, choosing to do the difficult when it's right in the long term is so much more worth it than choosing to play safe and not engage in the difficult, even though it may be the best thing to experience and express in the moment. So I hope that gives you some information in terms of the intention for the vision of the open contribution model that we're moving towards in April. Coming to some of the concerns that I've heard expressed by some of our students, one is, I like the ability to pay a monthly unlimited fee and come to as many classes as I want to. Another concern is, what will happen with, credit cards or cash and things like that. Let me address the first issue first. I understand that it is much easier to be able to pay that one monthly fee and not think about it for the rest of the month and come to as many classes as possible. That is definitely a wonderful benefit. The flip side of that I've heard from other students as well is the feeling of being confined to a limited series and then not being able to go to the classes that they intended to go, and then they feel like they've wasted good money for paying for something that they actually didn't use, and because of that they end up not committing anymore and then not even showing up to their practice because they don't want to feel trapped into making a financial commitment that at the moment seems like the best financial commitment, and then in the end not using it and feeling like, oh, they just threw really good money away. So moving into this open contribution model, you have total freedom and total flexibility. Total freedom in terms of not making any commitment with unlimited series or class passes, and total freedom also and commitment also in the sense that you show up and offer what it is that you're able to offer to the class that you're attending. No judgment is passed. Yes, understanding that we have a space that requires electricity and insurance and water and toilet paper and paper towels that we're here together to support. It's community centered, it's community supported. We're all coming together to support. And when I'm able to offer a little bit more, that goes towards the support of someone who shows up and is offering less. Really letting our hearts open to allowing this to be a community model. And so it offers a lot of flexibility so that you're not making a commitment to something that you may end up not using. Now, if you're someone who is coming a lot and really enjoys the Unlimited series, in a conversation with a student yesterday, we actually came up with a really good solution to this problem. So let's say that you are paying $100 for unlimited classes, and most of you who are really taking advantage of that is coming to classes about anywhere between 2 to 4 times a week. So on average, let's say 3.5 times a week. In a month, that totals 15 classes. And if you divide 15 into 100, that comes out to about $7 a class. And the strategy that the student and I came up with, which I think is a really great strategy, is to go ahead and take $100 out in $1 bills at the beginning of each month. Keep those $1 bills in your glove compartment, in the glove compartment of your car, or in your yoga bag. A lot of yoga bags have pockets these days that allows you to keep your keys, keep it in there, keep it in your purse. And then every time you come to a yoga class, pull out your $7 of change and put it in the donation basket. Okay, so that you can feel good about contributing, you can continue to show up, and then it's not a hassle in terms of, do I have the money to contribute? I don't really want to process it on my credit card for such a small amount. You're in control and you're in charge. Coming back to the original intention that we're here, and this is a community center to support everyone in the practice of yoga, it would not make sense for us to make this change and make you feel uncomfortable where you want to stop coming to practice yoga here. So there is always a solution to every problem. And if we're willing to sit down and talk it out, a solution shows up. Just like in this conversation I had with a student yesterday, this easy solution showed up. And she felt so much better as a result. And she felt like, oh, I can do this. I can move into the changes in April and feel good about it, because there were some angst in terms of wanting to be able to contribute more than what she can afford. And again, really honoring and appreciating that you want to offer as much as is deserving of this practice, and also honoring that your pocketbook is where your pocketbook is. And we rather have you show up and offer what you're able to offer instead of staying away thinking that, you know, they're not going to like me, or I feel uncomfortable not being able to offer as much as I would like. Please do not let money be the reason for or against your practice. We're moving into this open contribution model so that money is not a factor. And for you to show up and offer that $7 is so much more beneficial to everyone involved, to you and your continuance of your yoga practice, to the teacher who's showing up to share and be in that energy and space with you, and to the studio in terms of having that energy here and having that contribution support us in our monthly expenses. So it's really a win-win situation all around when you can show up and offer what you can in terms of what is comfortable for your pocketbook. So please do not feel awkward at all that you may not be contributing at the level that you would like to contribute. Let's open our hearts, open our minds, be very present to where we are, and in that space, we build the foundation for more and better to come together. Okay, so that is that. And then let's see some other concerns that have been expressed. Really, the main concern was, being able to pay every time, the convenience of being able to pay every time, in terms of having cash or credit card. Both options are available to you. Checks are also available. Just drop your money in, and in whatever form that shows up as that's convenient for you, come and enjoy your yoga practice together. If there are other concerns, questions that are not being addressed here, please connect with me one-on-one. Please come to the meeting Saturday as an open forum for you to share your concerns and for us to come up with strategies and solutions that will work for all of us together. Let's see, some more benefits as to this change is, again, the community support, being able to really encourage everyone to do yoga at whatever level it is that they're able to show up with, and really coming back to the roots of how yoga was originally offered. There was no fee charge for the sharing of yoga when it first started. And so moving back to that model, that it is very much a heart-to-heart exchange of presence, of energy, of sharing and growing together. So I hope to see you this Saturday to answer any questions, concerns regarding the April 1st changes, regarding your practice, regarding any curiosities that you may have with the SIR method or what has been going on with me, giving us all a chance to connect together, and also coming to me one-on-one if you have questions or issues that you want to resolve that may not be showing up with Saturday's meeting. Okay, so thank you so much for your time. I hope to see you there. Let's make it a full house, and let's make the dialogue wonderful, and let us all grow together in the opportunities of change and continue to expand and show up in being our best with all the possibilities that life offers us. Namaste.